At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you can refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News is also brought to you by Capriotti Sandwich Shop, located in the Pahrump Nugget Casino. Call us at 775-751-3354 to order ahead. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, a former resident of Pahrump is arrested again in Vegas.
A check is presented to Megan Kimbrough's family.
And GBC opens a student career center. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Fuentes and Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening, everyone. It's Tuesday, September 25th, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
A man arrested last year for growing more than 2,000 marijuana plants here in Pahrump has been arrested for growing more than 200 pot plants inside a home in Las Vegas.
Metro Police conducted a raid last night in a home in the 800 block of Vegas Valley Drive. They confiscated more than 200 plants and said the home was well insulated with quite a bit of electronic work, bypasses, and drainage systems. Arrested was 29-year-old Amos John Cavello, who was charged with the grow operation in 2 Pahrump houses, one on Manzanita and one on Turtle Street, in August of 2011. More than 2,000 plants were found with an estimated street value of nearly $6 million if they had reached the harvest stage. Police also found 4 grams of methamphetamine and some prescription drugs. Metro said that the 200 plants would have had a street value of over $700,000. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Animal Control Supervisor Tim McCarty continues from yesterday's newscast regarding the changes in Title VI Animal Control law in Nye County.
We don't have the time for that. There is no real patrolling that's done, so it would be complaint driven. If your neighbor calls and says, listen, ma'am, this lady has 9 dogs on her property, can she do that? Well, I'm not sure. I'd have to go out and confirm exactly what we do have. Upon going out and finding out, in fact, you have 9 dogs, I would have to inform you that you do need a residential kennel permit.
And then
And all that encompasses is, again, allowing us to know who you are, where you are, and what you have. I'll be honest with you, there are no dramatic changes. People may be excited when they read things, and during this last commissioner meeting, there was a party there who was very upset, and I can understand, because they just had a tremendous amount of misinformation, and based on that, they were very emotionally upset.
So citizens out there, if they want to find out more, they can go on to the website. If they have questions, they can give you a call here at Animal Control and find out and confirm.
But on the website, nyecounty.net, you can go to the ordinances tab. It's there on the main page of the county site, and you can click on it and you can search out Title VI. There's many titles within Nye County Code. Title VI applies to animals. You can read all of the current law. This new Title VI, I believe, will go into effect first part of October, and it will hence be reflected in that search when you go on the county site. You could also look at the agenda from last week's meeting. It was an attached agenda item. The complete ordinance is right there as well. And our staff would be more than happy to answer any questions and field whatever problems people may be having.
Thank you so much, Tim.
You're more than welcome. And again, you're right. Spay and neuter.
There you go.
It's the only answer to the animal issues throughout the country.
A Metro Police helicopter on a routine training exercise made a hard landing at the North Las Vegas airport yesterday. 2 officers, a pilot, and a second officer were taken to the UMC Trauma Center for precautionary measures. The 2 reported suffering no injuries in the incident. The North Las Vegas Fire Department was called to an area near Citizen Avenue and Simmons Street at about 4 p.m. on a report of a helicopter that went down. No further details have been released at this time.
And we'll have more with News 46 when we return.
Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
Welcome back to News 46. The Salvation Army of Clark County announced today it is shutting down several programs at its Owens campus serving homeless and mental health clients. They said that they cannot continue to fill the gaps in funding. Despite these specific closures, the Salvation Army will continue to operate the vocational training, homeless feeding and shelter, along with numerous other services provided throughout Southern Nevada. Remember, to donate to the Salvation Army, call 702-870-4430.
And the community came together this past Saturday for a car wash fundraiser to benefit domestic violence victim and survivor, 26-year-old Megan Kimbrough, whose husband poured gasoline on her and set her on fire last month in Florida. Saturday here at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza was a Megan Kimbrough charity car wash. We're going to speak to Alyssa Lawrence and Sheldon Fetty.
Today we are having a community charity car wash in the honors of my niece Megan, who was a victim of domestic violence on August 3rd and has been in a ICU burn unit since then. We were told she wouldn't survive the first couple days she was there, and we are now on 7.5 weeks of survival. And thanks to this wonderful gentleman here and this community that I live in, we have pulled together with a car wash, and all this is going to go to Megan's fund and help Megan with medical bills and medical clothing that she's going to need once she does come out of the hospital.
Sheldon, let's talk a little bit about how this has just exploded, hasn't it?
It really has. You know, when we first were approached by Lisa to do this, my first thought was, you know, this person's in Florida, they're not really part of the Pahrump community. And then as Elisa told me the story, she actually brought a tear to my eye. It's a very sad story. And Elisa's part of our community, and it's her extended family, so we decided, let's do this. Let's rally around. And this community, I got to tell you, I'm 3 years now in Pahrump. This community never fails to amaze me. People have come out today by the scores. We've raised almost $2,000. Gary Hollis was down here. He donated. Karen from KNYE, you folks are down here. Anonymously, the largest gaming group here in town donated very generously, and they want to remain anonymous, and I'm not going to let them, but they were very generous. And
I think we can guess.
It's really been very cool to watch the people come and support Megan and Elisa and her family, and we've really rallied as we always do, and it's so beautiful to be a part of this community the way that everybody rallies around.
It is shocking, and it is true. Elisa has been a big part of our community, our daughter and the family here. Why do you think people are coming out so much? Because they relate to this story, because it's such a heartbreaking story. Let's tell everybody what the story is.
On August 3rd, Megan's husband caught her on fire, and it entrapped her in the house so she couldn't get out. And when she finally got out, a neighbor seen her coming running out of the house, engulfed, and put her out. Instead, she's been in the ICU burn unit in critical condition since then. We have Megan with us today because of all the prayers and thousands of people all around the world and communities pulling together for Megan. And God has a special plan for her because she is with us 7.5 weeks later, 8 surgeries down, so many more to go. And this community has just been unbelievable, and I am so proud to say that I'm from Pahrump, Nevada.
Hard to name the amount of people who helped out for this charity car wash here, but we do want to add that Heat Slap Factory also donated pizzas down here at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. We'll keep you updated on Megan's progress. Of course, you can go to her Facebook page and Megan's outreach to find out more information. You can also go to Nevada State Bank to still donate to Megan. It's wonderful and heartwarming to see the town of Pahrump once again come together to help people in their own communities and others. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And the final tally from this weekend's fundraiser car wash has come in.
Good morning. We're up at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. We're here with Sheldon and Alicia. There was a car wash up here last Saturday because Pahrump Valley Auto and Sheldon allowed it to happen. I can't take anything away from this man because he does an awful lot, and his dealership does an awful lot for the town of Pahrump. But I asked this lady, Alicia, if she would give me a count at the end of the car wash, and $5 for each car would be donated, to make up for what happened. But it's not going to make up for it. But hopefully that it'll take a little bit of the pain away. So at this time, I would like to present a cashier's check that amounts to $370. That's $5 for every car that was washed. And hopefully, please, you can still donate. And I'm going to have Alicia tell you where you can send that money, and hopefully everybody responds to it.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone in the community of Pahrump for helping us Saturday, along with Sheldon here at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza, all of his guys, Patches here, Deanna, everyone that participated, and whether they were prayers, donations, working with us on washing cars that we were way over our head in. It was a lot of fun, and it meant so much to me that my community pulled together to help me and help my family in this tragic time that my niece is going through. We are going to leave the account open at Nevada State Bank. So if anyone does want to make donations, the account will be open there. The girls all there do know. And you can see Stephanie Williamson, who is my daughter, or any of the other girls there who will have the deposit slips for Megan's fund at the Nevada State Bank. And again, I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for everything that everyone in this town has done for me, in this community. It has made me so proud to say that I live in Pahrump, Nevada.
I don't think I need to say anything. I think we're all good. Oh, okay. Every single time we do something like this, I'm always amazed by how great our community is at coming together and helping and supporting. My understanding is we raised over $3,000. What an amazing amount of money for a small community like us to raise, because we may be a small community, but we have a huge heart. Thank you for Pahrump for everything that you do.
And we'll have more on Megan, including an update on her condition after the break.